I just wanted to let you know my initial thoughts on Turtle WoW. I am around level 12. I played numerous classes and races now, since there is a lot of customization, not for every race, but for example, I started as a dwarf paladin, and you can have the skin of or the tattoos from the Wildhammer clan, so that's really nice flavor there. Also, I started as a high elf, tried that. The new starting zones, they pretty much have high elves as new race for the Alliance, and the goblins for the horde, and both of them have separately new starting zones. There are also some little towns or quest hub that were added new, so they have new content. It's also one of the big points of Turtle WoW, of course. It's like a vanilla plus. Really heavy role-playing aspect, so if you're into role-playing, this could be something for you. I didn't try to roleplay, but I saw a lot of people, and not ERP or something, maybe this will be there as well, but generally RPing, so that's pretty cool. I ran into some questionable characters, let's say this, so I had a little bit shock with the community there, but I also encountered some nice people, so hit and miss, like in every community basically. So and from what I heard, I had really bad luck, so I hope you will have better luck, but there are some nice people out there for sure. I will have to look into this again, but when I started my dwarf paladin, there was not really much explained, because as high elf you have directly in your starting zone an NPC that sells glyphs, and the system isn't explained whatsoever. I don't know if the other races have that too in their starting zones. I think not. Again, maybe this was there, but I just overlooked it, so my bad on that part. But I would like it if this would be explained, because this is a big deal. You can have, for example, the glyph of exhaustion. This basically makes you not gaining any rested experience, but your weapon skill will be doubled, so the gain with that, you can train your weapons really fast, so that is really nice. Also, these glyphs don't cost much, 5 kappa. I don't know if there are more glyphs. There's also the glyph of war, and this is a huge deal. I would have loved to have this with my dwarf paladin. From what I've read, it is not explained in game. This will, well, it is explained in game, but not how much. You basically get more experience, but you are always flagged for PvP. I really like this. That is a really nice touch. On their site, it says it is 30% more experience from all sources. Yeah, I would love if the flavor text of the glyph just would say how much you would get more. I don't know why that is. Maybe it is because of the aspect of the role-playing thing, but this should be explained in-game, in my opinion. It's nice that you have this on your page. Everything basically what takes you away from your game interrupts the game flow, and people might stop, and maybe I have explained it bad here, but I think you get my point here. Have it in-game explained. Since it's heavily role-playing inspired, have a library. Just as an idea, you can have a library. You can ask even the guards for a library then, if you would go that route. But this should be explained, so I had a little bit trouble there. Would have made my leveling process much better, and I could have told you more, because I also tried to queue, of course. They have a built-in looking for group tool, like Wrath of the Lich King basically, same for PvP. I really like this. I don't know, since I was level 12, maybe I was not high enough. I think it was level 10 for PvP and level 15 for PvE dungeons. But that usually depends on the server. I tried to queue for 2 of those. Warsong Gulch was there, which I could choose, and Blood something. Sorry guys, I will have a pop-up on the screen what's called. And I was in there for like 1 or 2 hours. It didn't pop for me, so I don't know, maybe I didn't had the level requirement for this. At one point it said there was one going on, so I don't know what that is. The dungeons I couldn't test. I'm sorry, this is why these are my initial thoughts. I will let you know, of course, when I did this. I will make another video, of course. Just so I can get my thoughts out. There was some things that were a bit strange with pathing. Maybe it was a latency issue on my part. I don't know. The latency from the game, it said it was around 35 to 40 ms. I don't know if this was a correct indication, but when I played Hunter, for example, and I was trying to stutter step, suddenly there would be a text, the enemy would be too close, so you can't auto shot or use your range abilities there, and the enemy was still far away from me, still in shooting range. Then suddenly they sprinted like crazy towards me, so this is obviously a latency issue, I would say. I don't know why that was. And sometimes I have this, that enemies run to you normally, but then it says that you have to face them, so it's basically as if they would run through you and then they stand behind you, or you stand behind them, or don't look at them, but on your screen it looks like you actually face each other. So why is that? I don't know. But there are a ton of quests, like I said, new quests. In Goldshire, when you see Goldshire, there are new buildings, new quests, and they make sense. For example, you have to find lost sheep, you have to try to get wool from those sheep. They even have pets and a pet tab, and they don't have it like on retail that it is on your character screen. It is in your spell book. They have an extra tab there. That's pretty nice touch there. I like that. This is not account-wide, so if you learn a companion, it is for your character, so you know. There are also new professions, like for example, a survival skill. You can make a camp, and I think when you rest there, you gain also an XP bonus. I couldn't try this, since you have to do a quest in the northern Stranglethorn, basically where the hunter camp is. You can get early on some transmog stuff. They have transmog in general. Even if it's a gray item and you equip it, you will have a little pop-up, and you basically learn this transmog skin. There's also a quest from a fashionista where you can basically unlock this or change around. They have also nice flavor things, like you can get early on blue rose as headgear for your character in the high elf starting zone. In Goldshire they even have these hoods, these normal hoods there. That's really nice flavor with no armor, it's just for looks. Yeah, there are also new buildings in Stormwind, for example, for the high elf refugees. They have really, it looks like high elf things there. They decorated really nicely. Have also quests with some nice flavor text as well. There's a little bit of an issue with the quest helper module. It sometimes shows you or sends you to somewhere where the item or the quest giver isn't even there. I had a quest where I had to get a pumpkin pie. This would have given me, I think, really good items for the start, but I have to talk to someone and it doesn't really say who. Well, it says who, but I don't know where this person is. I don't know what issue is there. I tried to delete my VDB folder. I deleted the add-ons and installed the new versions of them. Correctly, they work, but they still have these problems. It would be cool if this can maybe get worked out. It's not something game-breaking. You can do just other quests fine, so no biggie there. The population was, when I played, around 2,500 people. The tool, the /who I used there, it shows both factions though, and not everyone. So I don't know how accurate that is, but they also have a population tracker on their website. I would say it's a nice, healthy population. Bear in mind how it was back then in vanilla. 2,500 people are more than enough, I would say. Really good. Of course, more is better, but it's a really healthy population. Like I said, I can't really comment on how the dungeons pop. Besides, they have in the text, in the chat, they have a text there when something is queued, and basically every 5 to 10 minutes something is queued for mostly high level stuff or mid level stuff, so I don't know how it's on lower levels, but there is certainly dungeon action going on. The economy seems also to be healthy. The auction house has a lot of stuff in there, even low level items. You can make some nice gold, there's some nice opportunity, you know. You guys can let me know if you have same problems like me, or how I can maybe remedy those. That would be amazing. And let me know what your initial thoughts or your thoughts on Turtle WoW are in general. Other than that, I enjoyed it so far. The things that I tried, they worked. Sometimes they had a little issue, but nothing really major or game breaking for my taste, at least. Yeah, I will play there of course more, and when I have to say more, I will let you know, of course. Yeah, like, comment and subscribe. Dislike it if you disliked it. And having said that, have a nice day, guys, and stay safe out there. Bye bye. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a nice day, guys. Stay safe out there. Vincent out. Bye bye.